We've all been there with social media. We think we have this incredible caption, story, post. We go to share it online, put our phone away, we come back a little bit later only to find that it didn't do as good as we thought it would do. Oh my God, only 700,000 people liked me twerking my little tight ass in front of the mirror. Am I fat? Am I cringe? Was my ass not in a harmonious conjunction with the background music of Cardi B? I posted 5 minutes ago and my crush still hasn't liked it. And so the cycle begins. The unmet expectation prompts you into a state where you feel the need to overcompensate. So you quickly post again, you quickly share something again. And maybe after some time you come back and you did get the engagement that you wanted to, but you're left feeling almost like superficially satisfied. And if you stay in this cycle long enough, you become a product of the app. Your life becomes a byproduct of what you post. And you get so used to receiving instant gratification from the likes that you just like start to develop coping mechanisms with real problems that are in your life. So when COVID happened for me, that really exposed my foundation, the cracks in my foundation of my need for instant gratification. I was just always on my phone, seeing what people were up to, just making dumbass posts. My job at the time had cut our hours, and so I wasn't working as much. So I had all this excess time to do whatever I would want to do, and you think that excess time would result in increased productivity in other areas of my life, but no. I literally would wake up, I'd work for a few hours, scroll through my phone, take a nap, and by like 4 p.m. I would be burned out. I would have no other motivation to do anything else because I was just what's the point? Why do I want to do this? So I kind of just slowly devolved into like this lackadaisical state of mind. And the sad thing is this is the case for so many people. Like so many people are still in this phase of their life where they don't know another world or reality outside of the portal that this rectangular device provides them. And we've actually become content with living a miserable life and below our purpose as long as we think that other people think that we're winning and they're perceiving us as being successful. But think about that for a second. That's so messed up. Why would I want the appearance of portraying my life to the world as good when the reality is, maybe I'm struggling or maybe I'm lazy. So it's like the praise of man always comes and goes, right? Your relevancy is always subjective, and trying to stay relevant with whatever is trending, it's like trying to catch two rabbits down a hole. You're gonna end up catching neither of them. And back to this point where you're so stuffed on dopamine hit after dopamine hit that your desire for mental health becomes subject to your need for validation. And so you have this awful exchange that takes place within your mind where you're no longer concerned about what's taking place up here as long as others are perceiving you in a positive light, even though within yourself it's not an accurate reality of your current real life condition. And what's messed up is people over time, it's like we'll attach ourselves to labels as having mental illness, anxiety, depression, which takes away from the people that really do have those issues. Because here's the thing, when you're so stuffed on immediate gratification, living from one ephemeral experience to another, you will start to take attention in whichever form it comes. And there's two personas that the ego likes to embody. One of them has shades of narcissism, where you view yourself on a pedestal, you have this superior complex, everyone's below you, you're like this hot shit, But the other one, which is more elusive, is just as harmful, where it victimizes someone and you start to view yourself as someone who has problems that are unique or special, and not everyone can relate. And this is done to capture the sympathy of other people, because if you can't get attention on the mountaintop, then you'll get attention in the valley. And if you're really unstable, you're gonna fluctuate between these two personas depending on your mood. So the problem is how do you get out of this? Well, it's not easy. For me, once I realized that this thing was dictating more of my life than I wanted it to, I just took a break for 30 days. No Twitter, no Instagram, no Facebook, no TikTok, which I permanently got rid of TikTok, but that's a different. And so this was during COVID, and that first week, man, was like freaking tough because I realized I was like, man, I don't really have as many legitimate friends as I thought I did. FOMO, obviously, you know, would come and go. But yeah, I noticed this when I would go out, like at first before, like you would feel this like nudge. And so basically before, what would happen is like, you know, you'd be out with your friend, I'd be out with my friends and I'd, you know, have my tequila sunrise drink and I would just like, all right, I take a picture of this and title it, hashtag it, booze with the bros, you know, and just do the little boomerang with Chad. And, you know, because we need more content like that. You know, that's so unique. Like, who else thinks to take a picture of their alcoholic beverage, or perhaps it's a kale salad, or you got an avocado French toast? You know, it's like we need more content of just food. But anyways, I just noticed there was like less and less of an urge to be on this device, man. Like I was just more engaged and present and centered with whoever I was with, and when I was by myself, just so much less mental clutter. My thoughts are sharper, my ability to think and not feel as distracted was enhanced. Like just so many benefits. I've actually been in Serbia for like the last 25 days. This is an Airbnb that I'm staying at. So anyways, there was like this new town I was gonna go explore, and it was gloomy outside. There was this rustle and bustle of the people, just really immersed in like the ambiance of my surroundings. And the thought came into my mind, like, do I take a picture? Do I send it to people? Do I post it on social media? And that thought just kind of passed through, and I was like, no, like I'm just gonna enjoy this by myself. When I was able to walk away with that, I just realized, like, had I done that, I felt like that would have undermined the beauty of that experience. And so just being able to be present without those distractions just really made that something special. So this leads me to my next point, is there's a lot of value in living quietly. You know, you don't always have to be so visible and show to the world, you know, what your moves are. In fact, I think you almost create more of an allurement to yourself when you're not so visible and when you're not so vocal about what you're up to. So the whole point of this video is not to condemn social media, it is to get you to ask yourself the question, is this device controlling me, or am I the one that has control over it? And your ability to delay that gratification, in my opinion, is the determiner of so much of your successes. So yes, like absolutely maintain your mental health at all costs. You know, that should be your main priority, but also like you don't have to be so visible to others. You don't have to show the world all your next moves. I would say leave space within your life that is solely reserved for you and no one else. And if you learn to savor those moments alone, completely immersed in the beauty of the moment, free from compulsive acts, like, dude, nobody can stop you. And that right there is transcendence. You're choosing to distance yourself from all of the noise and the distraction that's taking place around you, because your gaze is fixed on your purpose and all that there is within that to experience. So anyways, guys, that's all I got. I hope this helps, and love y'all. See you guys in the next video.